In everybody's life, there are a lot of people around who inspire us, especially when we see a change in society. Most of the changes in society are driven by women. And therefore, we come across a lot of women who are very inspiring in their own ways. And we keep talking about the big icons. But today, on Women's Day, I feel like talking about someone who may or may not be familiar to all of you, but has really created a method of being one of the most emancipated and empathetic persons that you can find in today's world. I'm talking about a lady called Sindhutai Sakpa, Tai for someone, Mai for someone, but one of the most inspiring women I have met in my life. She once said, "When I see my children smiling, I feel I have everything." And let me explain what children is she talking about. While this is true of every mother, these words of Sindhutai Sakpa, she is a Padma Shri, truly make her what we can call as mother of orphans. I don't know how many people, how many orphans she has taken care. There's always this story that there are at least 1,500 orphans at any given point of time with her, living with her. And she didn't offer just a home to the orphans. She gave them unconditional love. She gave them education. She got them to a bright future. Many of them did very well. This just shows the amount of impact she must have had on society. Imagine where she began from. Her initial days defined her character. She was pregnant, late pregnant, 9th month, physically abused by her husband and thrown out of home. She gave a birth to a baby girl, had to cut the umbilical cord on the road. This was on the road. What all happened? Had to cut it with a stone. She passed on. She could not go back home, and she had to feed herself by asking for food and the child. But Mai, as we all used to call her, was then decided to become a very strong person and devote her life to orphans. Her orphanage was full of people of different ages also, including towards the end. Her erstwhile husband came there as an orphan and stayed there as an orphan. Her story has inspired many, and the reason I admire her is because of her mission, her source of energy, selflessness, compassion, empathy, and somebody who really cared. And care and love can make people very different in life. She's truly an example of how to make difference to people's lives. There are many such inspiring women that we come across in everyday life. Many will talk about the struggles of their mother or the support of their wife. Many will talk about how their daughters support them a lot. There are so many around us who do a lot, colleagues. But when we see something special in a woman who is trying to change society, it's something to look for and understand and get inspired with to do more good for society. So on today's Women's Day, I thought of telling you a story about somebody whom you may have heard of or not. But Padma Shri Sindhutai Sakpar was a woman whom I admired a lot. Thank you.